tonight. We always try to bring you the varsity games when we can, and if we get set up early and we have everything ready to go, we are always glad to bring you JV action as well. Mustangs out to an early narrow lead. 5-4 is the score early in the first set. Service error by Ariel Welch will send it back over to Apopka. Side-out service returns to the Blue Darters. Checking into the game for Apopka, number 5, Gabriela Perez. Next to serve is Hannah George. Checking into the game for the Blue Darters, Audrey Pickle. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 25, Lindsay Chesney. Short service, we'll turn it back over. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 7. Side-out service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, Juliet Rodriguez. Service back to the Blue Darters. Next up for them, number 11, Savannah McAfee. Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva will be libero server, number 3, Jerica Concepcion. Service returns to the Blue Darters. 11 serving 9 now. For number 5, Gabriela Perez. Service back to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva will be Amani Gonzag, but first, checking into the game for the Blue Darters, number 6, Giovanna Mulder. Also in for Wekiva, Lindsay Chesney. And for the Blue Darters, Hannah George. Service returns to Apopka. Checking into the game for the Darters, number 3, Juliana Nadolny. And she'll have the next service. Mustangs recover from a rough set. Attack by Warren, and she's got the kill. Lyndon Warren on the Darter kill. And a service error by the Darters will return the ball to Wekiva. Side out service to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 13, Nia Jackson. Service back to the Darters. Next in the rotation for Apopka, number 9, Jada Robinson. Monaghan take on the Mustang kill. Service to Wekiva next in the rotation for the Mustangs, Ariel Welch. Kill by Savannah McAfee. That's her first kill tonight. Service to the Blue Darters. Next in the rotation, Hannah George. George with an ace. And on the service error, side out to the Mustangs. Next up will be Lindsay Chesney, but first, checking into the game for the Darters, number 7, Audrey Pickle, and number 5, Gabriela Perez. And the Mustangs caught looking. Free point to the Darters. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Audrey, number 7, Molly Durfus. In for the Darters, Sydney Pickle. And also number 10, Thalia Edouard. The Mustangs request their first timeout of set number 1. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. East by Edvard. Free ball to the Blue Darters. Savannah McAfee picks up the kill. Her second tonight. And the Darters currently owning the momentum. The timeout did not seem to stop that so far. Soft serve goes directly to the libero Concepcion. Mustangs have a hard time with the set placement, and it's going to be an error at the net as the Mustangs pick up 4 hits, and that puts the Darters 3 points away from taking the first set. Edvard with another ace. Not a lot of talking going on the Mustang side as they stare off into the distance. And again, not able to get it lined up. Back-to-back aces for Edvard. Set point, Darters. And rough set placement again. The Mustangs not able to get it over. And that takes us to the end of set number 1. A 25-13 victory for the Darters in the first set, and they take a 1-0 lead for the match over the Mustangs. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. For those of you listening online, we are now getting ready for set number 2. For those of you here in the arena, make sure that your friends and family back home know that we have the live stream going right now. You can get the link from WekivaMustangs.com. Just look for the little video icon next to today's game on the schedule. Or you can go directly to it by searching for Wekiva Sports on your favorite mobile device, computer, or even a smart TV. If you want to watch on the big screen, just search for Wekiva Sports on the YouTube app. You can also find it on the NFHS network if you subscribe to that as well. The Mustangs have the opening service of set number 2, and leading their rotation again, Imani Gonzag. Kill by Jada Robinson to put the Darters on the board. Service to Apopka, and serving first in their rotation in set number 2 is Giovanna Mulder. Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 15, Kamaria Medina. Service to the Darters. Checking into the game for Apopka, Juliana Nadolny. She'll have the next service. Kicking the ball is not illegal in high school volleyball. However, it is also not very often recommended because it's difficult to control and often ends up out of bounds or into the net, as we saw just there. Side up back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 4, Ariel Welch. And an attack error by the Darters will give a free point to Wekiva. It gives them a 2-point advantage for serving 2 early in the second set. Good set placement. Nice attack by Warren. Mustangs ready for it, though. Good work by Medina there. And it's going to land inbounds. Mustangs get another freebie there. And the line judge was asleep at the wheel there, so we're going to call for a replay. Kill by Lyndon Warren. That's her second kill tonight. Service back to the Darters. Next in the rotation for Apopka, number 9, Jada Robinson. Robinson with an ace. Back-to-back aces for Robinson. 3 in a row for Jada Robinson. Make it 4. The Mustangs will take their first timeout of set number 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Darters up 8-5, and the Mustangs take timeout as the Darters are on a run of aces by Robinson. That run will stop now. Juliana Nadolny on a free ball kill. And we're going to consult again with the line judge. Ruling is out. Side out to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, Chastity Rosario. Darters called into the net, point to the Mustangs. An attack error by Warren will give the Mustangs a 1-point deficit now as they try to battle back from that streak while Robinson was serving. Mustangs called into the net, side out to the Darters. Next in their rotation, Hannah George. Ace for George. Service returns to the Mustangs, 9 serving 11 for number 28, Savannah Taylor. But first, checking into the game for Apopka, Number 5, Gabriela Perez, and number 7, Audrey Pickle. Service back to the Darters. Lyndon Warren will serve next, but first, checking in for the Mustangs, Jocelyn Townsend. And for the Darters, Sydney Pickle. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva will be libero server, number 16, Isabella Rivera. Killed by McAfee. Service back to the Darters. McAfee will also have the next service. Tough set placement, and Jada Robinson is not able to do anything with it. Service back to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, number 2, Elani Gonzalez. The Mustangs now back at the top of the rotation. Lyndon Warren on the kill. Her third tonight. Service back to the Darters. Next up for them, number 5, Gabriela Perez. Ace for Perez. Service too hot. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, or for the Darters, excuse me, Giovanna Mulder. And also in is number 12, Hannah George. Next to serve for Wekiva will be Kamari Medina. Kill by Lyndon Warren. Service back to the Darters. Checking into the game for Apopka, number 3, Juliana Nadolny. And she'll have the next service. Also in for the Mustangs, number 28, Savannah Taylor. Service back to Wekiva. Third, next to serve for the Mustangs, Ariel Welch. Kill by Lyndon Warren, her 5th tonight. Service back to the Darters. Checking in for Apopka, number 1, Taylor Adams. Rosario not able to quite get it over the net without hitting the antenna. Point goes to the Darters on the attack error. 18 serving 13. Ace for Taylor Adams. Checking into the game for the Darters, Natalia Edvard. Taylor barely avoids stepping over the line. Free ball back to the Mustangs. A rough set sets up easy pickings. Kill by Savannah McAfee. The Mustangs will request their second timeout of set number 2. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Darters on another streak here as Taylor Adams serves once again. Timing a little rough there. I don't think that's what she meant to do, but it does stay in play. And a rough set there. That's not going to go over. Ace for Taylor Adams. Her second tonight. Darters 3 points away from taking the match. Mustangs called for a double hit. It was a good hustle. Nobody was there to help her. Nevertheless, a ball handling error. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next to serve for Wekiva, number 6, Chastity Rosario. Mustangs will need to score 9 points before the Darters score 2. A little bit of communication trouble, and the Darters will have to settle for a free ball. Rough handling by the Mustangs, and that's not going to go over. Service back to the Darters. Next in the rotation for Apopka, Hannah George. Match point, Darters. And we'll end on an ace from Hannah George, her 4th ace of the night. And that will take us to the end of the match, a 25-14 victory in set number 2. And the Darters will take the JV match 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for joining us here in the arena or on our YouTube Live or NFHS network feeds to support your Mustang and Blue Darter athletes. Don't go anywhere. Varsity volleyball action is coming your way right after the warm-up period. For those of you listening to the online webcast, please be aware that the JV and the varsity games are on separate live streams, so you will need to exit out of this event and then get into the next one, which we will be creating and setting up for you in just a few moments. We'll see you there.